What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Override Podcast, a video game podcast that does not give a damn about your save files.
No.
I'm super popular internet person Gage Edwards, and when I'm not eating left Twix by the handful, I'm here doing this podcast.
What kind of monster are you? Nobody eats left Twix, you
left
fucking
Twix,
weirdo.
Honestly, anytime I get a bag, it's only left Twix in there.
Then throw them away.
What's wrong with the left Twix?
Everything. They're left-handed.
I don't
made
know.
by left-handed people. That's what's wrong with them.
I don't want to do this, but I'll do this. They're the same Twix.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to be the guy.
100%
but I'll
not.
be the guy.
100%
Anyway,
not.
that voice you're hearing aside me is the best, worst gamer in all the video games. It's been confirmed. Don't worry. We know it. It's true. His name is Nine.
How's it going, Gage?
It's going okay.
It's going good.
Going okay.
Started a new job.
Start a new job.
Yep.
I won't get into all of that.
No,
I don't know what I can say and what I can't say.
You can say that you started a new job.
Started working at Facebook, everybody.
And he just says it anyway.
I mean, I can say that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like, this is what I'm doing, and it's
super cool.
here's the compromising confidential information they walked me over today.
Yeah. That I'm not supposed to talk about.
That I'm not supposed to talk about.
He doesn't care.
Everybody, this show is recorded live, as always, on twitch.tv/birdcage_gaming on Monday nights, right around that 9:40-ish area. Is when we go live. We start talking to you. We talk to the chat. We talk to each other. We go over the video game industry. We come up with our own topics. We talk about how right we are, how wrong Nine was. We get into a lot of minutia.
What? What?
You'll see
what?
We'll get into that list in a little bit. Because I highlighted things in red that were wrong. And I got to tell you, that list lit up like a goddamn Christmas tree when I fucking highlighted everything. So we'll get into that. If you're in the chat, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. And also feel free to chime in on your own video game thoughts and questions and concerns with what is going on in the industry. We will talk about it. We will answer your questions with our opinions, I guess. And we will call you out for your bad takes because, man, I've seen some bad ones.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not into the live show thing, that's totally cool. Our show is available on Spotify, Google Play, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, and iTunes.
Yacht Club Music?
Well, I tried to say, I wanted to say Google Play and then YouTube, but then I was like, wait a minute, Google Play now is YouTube, so I gotta go back and do that. You can hear us on a yacht. You can hear us on a cot. You can hear us on a boat. You can hear us in a moat. I'm Dr. Seussing it now.
I was gonna say you're just pissing me off.
But that is how searchable we are on all your podcast feeds, which is a good thing. Unless you think we should put it less places.
No, I'm watching the dropped frames thing.
Is it still going up?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it stopped for a bit.
It did stop for a bit.
If you hear it with us, we're dropping frames right now, but we're going to try and power through it. Anyway, Nine, we're going to start with this show with one segment that is and will always be the first segment on the show. What you been playing?
What have I been playing?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of everything.
Oh, do tell.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I played some more Godfall.
Okay.
Game is still terrible.
Yeah, do you want to give like your thoughts on Godfall or anything? Do you want to jump into it?
No, because
you're holding out like maybe the third act.
No. I'm not holding out. I still haven't gotten everything that you're supposed to gameplay-wise unlocked.
Sure.
So I haven't got all the augments and all that stuff unlocked. I just unlocked the ability to upgrade weapons, which doesn't really change a whole lot. But anyway, it's not great. It's still got some game-breaking issues with it.
Gotcha, sure.
Which, as it's been updated multiple times since release, are still there, and that bogs my mind. It's just not engaging. Like, there's nothing that's like drawing me into this. Like, I can't bring myself to play it. I just look at it. I'm like, it's the only pretty thing I got on my PC, and I just want to play a pretty game.
It's the new thing I have that's going to look new.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was like, I'll play this again. I have beat Hades twice now. So I've got 2 runs down on Hades.
You beat it, did you?
I beat it twice.
Wow.
Twice. With 2 different weapons.
How long does a run usually take, though?
Well, there's a couple different ways you can play through Hades. You play it. So once you beat it the first time, you unlock Heat mode.
Of course.
In Heat mode, it makes it like more challenging. Mm-hmm. So you can set time limits for yourself. You can set monsters have more health, more mobs in the area. You can only choose. The game picks your boons for you.
Okay.
Which I didn't realize I turned that on until it picked it for me and crossed the other 2 out automatically. I was like, I don't want this shit ass
Get
boot.
out of here.
I want this one that does the cool thing. But I can't have it.
Can't have it.
Can't have it.
That's kind of part of hell.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's literal hell at that point. But I have beat it with 2 different weapons. I beat it with the shield.
Hell
I
yeah.
finished that playthrough. And then I beat it with the spear.
Okay.
And then I unlocked, I think my game's glitched because I unlocked the next one, which is like a gauntlet type thing.
Yeah.
And I pick them up. It doesn't do anything. Like I pick them up, I go to swing. It's got, when you test the different weapons out there with the skeleton guy.
Yeah.
There's no attack animations. There's nothing. I don't get any kind of attack. I don't get any kind of thing come up. It just bloop.
So disqualify it for
do
Game of the Year then.
Anything. Yeah, I agree. Disqualified.
Disqualified.
Put it in the trash. No, but it is really fun. Fights are really, really cool. The whole game, I'm loving Hades.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
So does that mean, would you put it in the Game of the Year conversation?
I wouldn't put it in the Game of the Year conversation. I would definitely put it in like best indie game conversation or best new. Is it by a new developer? No, it's done by Supergiant Games.
Yeah, Supergiant.
So I wouldn't even put it there as best new game.
Like it wouldn't qualify.
Right, it wouldn't qualify. But best roguelite or best action adventure type game, I would definitely throw it in those categories. But Game of the Year, I don't. Unless I'm missing something, I don't think it's got the meat for it. Like in all honesty,
Okay.
like I just don't think it does.
So would you put it over Animal Crossing then?
No, because I don't know enough about Animal Crossing to give it a fair.
What about Doom?
wash. Couldn't put it over Doom.
So
Doom's
okay,
great.
okay.
Doom's great.
But
Doom,
we think Doom is down on the list.
I think Doom is on the list, but it's like bottom 4 or 5.
Yeah, and you think Hades is under that.
I think Hades.
Okay.
So what do we got? We got Ghost, Final Fantasy VII, Last of Us, Hades, and Doom Eternal, and Animal Crossing.
Yes.
6, right?
Yep.
So I would say Hades is probably number 6 then,
Wow. Okay.
because I don't know enough about Animal Crossing
Sure.
to give a fair bet about it.
But you should know that for a whole month, Animal Crossing controlled the world.
For a month.
Yeah.
A month.
That's pretty good for Animal Crossing,
I guess.
especially for the American audience.
It's funny. I was talking to somebody at work today about this, and I was like, you know what? If 2020 wasn't what it was, Animal Crossing wouldn't have done as well.
You don't think so?
No,
Oh, I think so.
I don't think so.
Animal Crossing is one of the big hitters for Nintendo. People forget how
It's
well
a big hitter for
Crossing
Nintendo,
sells.
but because everybody was stuck at home not doing anything, Animal Crossing sold more than I think it would have if people were going to work, doing their regular job, that kind of thing.
I'll give you this caveat: if people were in a normal world when Animal Crossing came out, they would have quit their jobs.
I don't know.
Just stayed home. Animal Crossing is a big get for Nintendo.
Going to debt into a raccoon.
And then debt in real life because you're not going to work.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see it.
that already happened this year to a lot of people. And then I did play a little bit more Final Fantasy VII. But I turned it off because I got bored.
How close are you in that?
I think I'm on chapter 14 now. So I think I got 4 chapters left. Or is it 19 chapters?
It's 18.
Is it 18 chapters? I think I got 4 chapters left. I'm either on 13 or 14. I can't remember which chapter I'm on.
Okay.
So
You're probably on 14.
I know I'm close.
Yeah.
I know I'm close.
14's a long chapter.
Yeah, 14 is the next like really long chapter.
Yeah, and then the 3 after that are kind of short.
Just
but
bang, bang, bang.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to finish it. Do you think you'll finish it before the end of the year?
I can finish it before the end of the year. Yeah.
Do you like it?
I'm loving it.
Okay.
I think it's great. Like I've said before, I hate the original game. Like I can't
We get
stand
it.
the
Stop
original game.
fucking just pulling that one through the fucking glass. All right, just let it go.
I fucking hate Final Fantasy VII original.
God, you just keep a dead horse in your basement.
And you know what's
I gotta
funny?
go down there
You know
and
what's
smack it
funny?
around.
Here's the thing. And I'm just going to say this, my 2 cents, and I'll turn it over to you. I'm loving Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah.
Because it's a totally different game with the same premise, right?
Yes.
Okay? It's completely rebuilt from the ground up, and it's done wonderfully. I hate Final Fantasy VII Original. If they did a Final Fantasy VIII Remake, I guarantee I would hate it.
Really?
Because I love the original Final Fantasy VIII.
So if they did one in the same vein that this Final Fantasy
Yeah, I
VII
would
is,
hate
you
it.
wouldn't like it?
I would hate it.
Oh,
Because some of
nah.
the things that make Final Fantasy VIII so great, they'd have to take out to bring them like today's standards for gaming.
Do you have an example? Just because I don't know.
So in Final Fantasy VIII, you can like basically find magic all over the world. Like they're called draw points.
It's called Disney movies.
Yeah, basically. They're called draw points, and they're these little like glowy purple things on the ground, and you just walk up to it, and every single one's a different kind of magic.
Okay.
So you just pick it, and that's how you get your magic. You get casts of magic. You don't have like a mana bar or anything. You just get up to 99 casts of any magic. But then you can equip magic to your stats.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could put life magic on your HP bar and just have dumb amounts of HP early on in the game.
Which you might need.
Which you might need because there are some very hard fights at the very beginning of that game.
Right.
You could put like fire magic in like your speed slot, make you stupid fast.
Okay.
I don't know why, it just does.
So why do you think that would break a remake?
Because so many people hate that game for that fact. And if they did it again in the in a remake version, they wouldn't buy it. They'd have to remove that function. They basically have to mirror Final Fantasy VII's combat style in order to make that game successful in this day and age.
But you like this magic thing?
I do.
And you're afraid they would take it out?
You can get OP as fuck really early on. Like, especially if you know where to go and where to find magic on the map, you can get OP really fast. Like just stupid OP.
I bet they would keep that mechanic in. That seems something unique to that game.
I doubt they would. I could be wrong, but I doubt they would. Because you could break enemies real fast with that.
Could be wrong, you say. Well, that's what you've been playing then.
Yeah, that's what I've been playing. What about you, Gage? What you been playing?
For me, I spent the whole weekend knowing this is my last free weekend until I have to work again, playing video games. I platinumed The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
I went through and platinumed it. Every collectible. Went through, had to play, I would say just a little bit more than halfway through. Actually, I had to get to chapter 33 on New Game Plus to get all of my supplements and parts and everything.
Jesus.
Which is annoying only because you have to play as Ellie first.
And then you have to play as...
I maxed her out right away, but you can't chapter select up to Abby. You have to play through the whole game as Ellie.
And then you can chapter select as Abby.
Well, and then you get to the Abby part, and then you have to play through Abby to get the pills and the parts. And then Abby's stuff starts around 28, and then it took me to 33 to get it. But still, it's like, I'm only here to collect pills and parts. Do I have to see every cutscene? Do I have to do every slow walking part of this game?
Yep.
Do I have to do every in-game scripted conversation and combat? Please, God, let it stop. The fortunate part is turning on the cheats in the game doesn't break the trophies. So
yeah, no, that's been a thing in all of the
Naughty Dog games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was great I could one-shot everything. I had unlimited resources, so I didn't have to worry about it.
So that was one thing, going back to that was how I got my Uncharted 3 Platinum.
Okay.
I put on infinite ammo and just picked the weapon I wanted and just got that trophy. Then got the next weapon and just rinsed everybody out. It was great. So, that being said,
yes.
How do you feel about this being Game of the Year? Has your stance changed at all? Or are you sticking to Final Fantasy?
So here's the thing, and I don't want to be that guy. For me personally,
you always want to be that guy.
Me personally, my Game of the Year is still Final Fantasy Remake. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Right, but we're not talking about our Game of the Year.
Right.
We're talking about what we think will win.
And that's what kind of fucked me when we did the Game Awards predictions, because I was picking my Game of the Year. But to be different and to be argumentative, I'll still say that Final Fantasy VII Remake will be the Game of the Year at the Game Awards. And I'm trying to talk my way into it to believe it.
So you don't even believe it yourself, so you can't even...
The more I've looked into it, the more I've just thought about it. I was like, you know what? People are going to pick the fucking Last of Us.
And all the stupid Twitter posts I sent you this weekend?
Well, that I had been watching anyway, so I was like, okay.
I didn't know if you had been or not.
And I was checking the Metacritic scores on them, and Final Fantasy is up there for Metacritic.
Yeah.
And it's got a better user score, obviously, than...
Right.
Last of Us because of the brigades and things. But I think what I'm thinking is either Last of Us gets best narrative and then something artsy and new and not AAA gets best game of the year.
Best actor, or best performance, I guess is what it's called.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's going to be one of the Last of Us people. It's
either going to be
Laura Bailey or Ashley Johnson.
Ashley Johnson. Yeah. Thank you. I couldn't think of her name.
I think it's going to be Ashley Johnson, but a lot of people think it's Laura Bailey, which is also fine. Also, you know who got snubbed for that? Fucking Troy Baker. Because coming back, and I was like, wow, every game Troy Baker does sounds like Troy Baker to me. Yeah. Except in The Last of Us.
Except Joel.
He sounds like a different person. I'm like, okay, give it to him, because he doesn't sound like himself right now. This is perfect for him.
Exactly. He doesn't sound like Two-Face. He doesn't sound like...
He also did the Joker. He did fucking Booker. Yeah. He was the guy in Fallout.
I forgot he did Booker.
He was a person in Spider-Man Miles Morales recently.
I didn't know he was in that.
I didn't either. So I started playing the game. I was like, that's fucking Troy Baker.
Yeah. He's got a very distinguishable voice.
It just sounds like Troy Baker.
It's like Nolan North. He doesn't sound like anybody but Nolan North.
Oh my God, Nolan North. Did you do the Fortnite event?
No.
Did you see anything?
I missed it.
Nolan North was fucking Iron Man in it. And when he started talking, but speaking of, I'll talk about that, because that was
Pretty dope.
Tuesday after, yeah. And I'll get to that in a second. So The Last of Us, anyway. I still love I've come around. I've loved The Last of Us. I think it's a fucking incredible game. I still don't like the story beats in it. I wish those were done differently, but.
And see, it is hands down one of the smoothest gameplay experiences you will ever have.
I love the gameplay.
It's so good. Like it plays so well. The guns all feel different and they all play great. Mm-hmm. The hand-to-hand combat, the stealth, everything about the game except the story is great. And the story for me is what I'm into. That's my problem.
Was the story ruined by just the ending or just kind of the overall, like,
forcing
you're not Ellie the whole time?
Same thing that I hated about Halo 2, I hate about this game. I'm being forced to play a character that I don't care about, that I do not want to because she ruined somebody that I absolutely loved.
Right.
I hate that. I don't want to be this bitch. Just let me be Ellie. That's all I want to do.
Okay.
I get where they're going. Don't get me wrong.
They're trying to make you sympathize with another character and realize that not everyone's heroes and villains.
They're playing. They're trying to reverse the roles of the first game.
Yeah,
and that's all they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. Okay, I get it. I understand why they're doing it. I just fucking hate it.
Yeah, I get it.
I just fucking hate it.
They're trying to open up like, yeah, Ellie's. You like Ellie, you like Joel, but you got to understand they're villains in someone else's story.
Yeah,
here's someone else's story,
and that's the case for every story. There's always, you may be the good guy on this end, but you're a bad guy to somebody else.
Right.
No matter what game or story or movie or whatever it is.
Like
Hans Gruber.
Like, I get it.
He's the good guy.
In his own story, right?
In his own
Depends
story.
on whose story we're
exactly.
telling. And Naughty Dog was like, we're going to tell both stories. And a lot of people are like, we don't want both stories.
We don't want the Hans Gruber side of things.
And I never sympathized with Abby. I was never on her side.
Oh, God.
But I got what they were doing. What was I going to say about this?
You're talking about how the story beats were just not.
Yeah, so if this game had been like if they did when Last of Us came out, and I've said this before on the show, when Last of Us came out and they're like, Joel and Ellie's story is done. If they would have stuck to that and gave me an Abby game, and then halfway through that it turned into an Ellie game, I'd be like, fucking awesome!
Right?
They told me
like if they started with Abby's side of the thing, doing what Abby does, and I'm not going to say it because there's still a lot of people that haven't played it, and then switched to Ellie halfway through, I probably would have been okay with it.
It's like if it would have started with Abby getting to Jackson, doing the event.
Yeah. Like playing through that part of it.
And that was like 6 hours or
whatever. And not the latter half of the events afterwards.
Yeah. And then you get to Ellie and then her part of the story looking for Abby.
Yeah.
And then
that would have been better.
You could probably put in a little of the crossover of Abby again and seeing what she's doing at the same time. Like you can go back and forth between the two.
Do it between like 2 or 3 chapters at a time.
Yeah. But like
not this bullshit where you play 13 chapters and then 22 chapters back and forth.
I think it's 28 and 20, but it's neither here.
It's bad. It's not proportionally sound.
It's not what I wanted to do, and the problem with my I don't know what that is. The problem with my first playthrough with Abby, I was like, I just want to get back to Ellie. I just want to go back to.
I just want to play as Ellie. This is the familiar person I want to play as.
The right snuff in chat says running zombies and make clicking noises freak me out forever.
Yeah, clickers make the most god awful sound. Like if the Last of Us situation happened instead of like World War Z or Walking Dead or something, I would probably just kill myself because I could not stand the thought of a clicker being outside my house making that awful noise.
I'd give it like 2 days, and I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of this. Can you? Wow!
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm just done.
There you go. Have all my things. I don't care. So the Fortnite event, real quick. The Galactus event. It was really cool. The problem was, did you see my tweets about it? I went into the game dressed up as Batman. I was dressed up as Batman.
Oh, that's fantastic.
To try and and I took screenshots and put them on Twitter. And I was like, all right, everybody, don't worry. Batman's here to save the day. Ain't no one got to worry. No, ain't no Avengers around. It's fine. Batman's here. Got it. No problem.
Batman's here.
Yeah. And then Galactus smacks the fuck out of the helicarrier and throws everyone in the air. And then the game got me. I should have known. They got me. So then Batman is falling out of the air helpless. And I'm like, fuck, I look awful. And then Iron Man swings through and saves me. I'm like, fuck, I got saved by fucking Iron Man.
I have seen clips of people getting picked up by Iron Man.
Yeah.
So I've seen like little bits of that.
He throws a jetpack on it and he goes, looks like you could help us, champ. And I was like, don't fucking, Tony Stark, don't talk to Bruce Wayne like this, you son of a bitch. Don't you?
I'm so happy right now.
How dare you do this to me?
Oh, Tony Stark degrading Batman is the best thing ever.
And then it was like Wolverine, Thor, and Stark, they're all like, oh, hey, soldier. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Stop being condescending.
I'm Batman. and then they put out all this stuff like, hey, if you stream this, you might get a copyright strike because we're putting licensed music in
Right.
it.
Yeah.
It ended up being AC/DC. I was like, fuck, I hate AC/DC.
Oh, I love AC/DC.
It wasn't even a song I recognized, but I could tell it was AC/DC with the, you know what I mean?
They have that sound.
And it was like, but it came this cool on-rail shooter where you got to shoot aliens and stuff, and then you blew up Galactus, and then the game disappeared, and now it's back.
Yeah.
But I was pissed.
Now it's like bounty hunters and stuff.
In the hunt or whatever.
In the hunt, that's what it's called.
And they're teasing a Predator crossover right now.
That'd be dope.
That's dope. Kratos almost got me back. This close. Master
Did
Chief.
you see the PlayStation exclusive Kratos outfit?
Yeah, the Valkyrie outfit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dog. Except they should just give that to me anyway because I fucking worked my ass off to get it in the game. I platinumed it. Give it to me.
Just give it to me.
But if this Master Chief leak, whenever this Master Chief comes to,
Might do it.
I might get back in there. I think I might get in there.
Ghostbusters brought me back for like 2 weeks, so
I think I might drop in. I was going to spend $20 and play a couple matches. Say that's worth it.
it was worth it.
That's my Halo Chief.
That's my Halo Chief.
The last game I played, I went back and platinumed Astra's Playroom.
It's not hard.
It's not a hard platinum.
Not hard at all.
It didn't take me long.
You probably got the 7-minute run thing.
I did the speed run. Yeah.
Is it hard?
It's not difficult.
But it's gonna take a few tries to get it.
I did them all straight through, and with only on trying them each one time, I got to 7 minutes and 7 seconds.
Oh,
and I had to be under 7 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfucker. So I just went back to one.
You got to
and
beat
just did it a little faster.
you basically you have 8 levels. You have to beat it under 7 minutes. So
Yeah.
you have to beat each one in less than 50 seconds, basically.
Pretty much.
To save your time.
Yeah.
So that sounds totally doable because I've seen people beat some of these levels in like 19 seconds.
Right. The thing is, the speed runs don't count towards the platinum. It's just a separate add-on
Right,
trophy.
yeah.
So,
But-
but I went ahead and got it anyway, hoping there was a second platinum. There was
No,
not.
There's not a second platinum.
Motherfucker.
There's never a second platinum.
Got me.
But unlike PlayStation or unlike Xbox, once you get a platinum, it doesn't go away because they add more
You're
trophies.
100%, yeah.
Xbox, you lose that completion if they add trophies to it or add achievements to it.
They've fucked me a few times.
Oh, I've been fucked too. So I was like, I don't care about this anymore. Don't care about your dumb achievements.
And of course, I've been playing Warzone.
Yeah, but we all know that.
We all know that.
Everybody here should know that.
All right. That is
That's what you're playing. Now that we've spent 25 minutes on that.
We're going to quickly go through some Cyberpunk stuff. We're not going to spend too much time on this.
Nah.
Have you seen the reaction for Cyberpunk 2077? The embargo lifted today.
I have not.
Okay.
I've been trying to stay as dark as possible on this game because I don't want to know anything about it until I get it.
Okay.
And so I know that I've seen like the stuff, the snarky stuff that they've put in the game for people, like the copyright acknowledgement thing. Mm-hmm. But no, like the actual end user agreement that comes up on the screen.
Sure.
Have you seen that?
No, but I know there's licensed music you can turn off to stream.
It says it's got 2 boxes that come up, and it's got the actual end user license agreement that you typically scroll through and go all the bottom, hit accept. And it's got a little box, and it says, "Listen, I'm just going to break this down for you so you know what you're getting yourself into." And it just breaks it's like 3 quick paragraphs. Like, this is what they're getting you to agree to. But it's different for every game, so make sure you read the ones on the other games.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like this is what you're agreeing to, so just so you know, and just so you're aware, if it's copyrighted music, we're not covering that. Right. We're just covering the game content.
Which you can turn off the copyrighted music.
Exactly. But they put snarky stuff in there like that.
That's the little Cyberpunk flair. I mean, or CD Projekt Red flair.
Yeah.
But I will say,
I'm hearing good things.
I'm hearing good things also. The reviews are really strong for it. Mm-hmm. However, a lot of those come with some caveats.
175 hours and they still haven't finished the game.
Well, that was a developer who played that.
Yeah.
But other people were saying this game was actually a lot shorter than they thought it was going to be.
Oh, really?
This Washington Post person that I'm going to read a few things. I think he said he beat his in about 30, either 28 to 35 hours.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's totally doable.
Like, if you're just doing main story stuff, 25 to 30 hours is perfectly acceptable, especially when you work 40 fucking hours a week.
So I'm gonna
I mean, think about that. True. That's a 70-hour week right there. That's a lot of hours.
It's a lot, and especially if you're focusing on the main game. But they even said he said he was focusing on the main game and didn't see
branch
everything.
Out. Yeah.
So I'm gonna read his thread and I'm gonna try and find another thread that I got into. But I'm not. If I see something that I think is too much, I won't get into it. But spoilers aren't as part of the reviews that I've seen.
Okay.
Because there are some pretty heavy restrictions on what you could say about reviewing the game. Mm-hmm. So this is from Gene Park over at the Washington Post. He says, my first run of Cyberpunk 2077 was a complete disaster of a man wearing a pink vest shooting my way out of every situation. I had 5 to 6 days to play it. I beat it this morning at 4 a.m. and here are my thoughts so far. Cyberpunk is expansive to the open world design in ways that we haven't seen since Red Dead 2. Night City feels like Camarocho expanded to the size of Grand Theft Auto City. To a Grand Theft Auto City. I can't say I saw nearly everything. But Cyberpunk is a buggy mess. The game wasn't as bad for me at the start, but toward the end of the game, it started to collapse. Every main character was touched by hilarious bugs. The last frame before credits was bugged, and I thought it was the actual ending. I'm eager to revisit Night City. I really am. There's so much I know I didn't do. There is clearly game there I didn't partake in. Counting on a day one patch? Good luck. The game's bugs run deep in every aspect of the experience, UI to cutscenes.
Oh my God.
And then he says, Keanu Reeves. I dare not spoil his role. It's safe to say that he is the star of the experience. If you want a Cyberpunk experience with hours of very committed Keanu Reeves performance, this is the game. Or this is the game.
This is the game.
And then somebody asks, everyone's asking if this is day with or the day without day one patch. He goes, it's without the day one patch. I have high doubts that any patch on day one can fix these problems. This is an Avenger level threat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So apparently
That's
this game
bad.
is buggy.
And it's been delayed like 6 times now.
A lot of people I saw were saying this game really could have benefited from another delay. But at this point, I don't think they could have delayed it with any kind of hope that people would have
without ruining the fan base that they've already
pretty
created.
much burning
Gotcha.
every bridge that was left, right?
That's bad. I didn't know it was that bad, but that's bad.
I guess
And that's one guy too.
Someone clarified that he said it was actually 15 hours for his first playthrough because the prologue is only 1 hour long. So that's pretty good.
But I have heard that people are saying like it's twice the size of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to explore.
There's a huge amount of stuff going here, so I'm not surprised that there's a lot of bugs in it.
Right. The thing, he was saying that his gameplay had to be condensed down to 5 to 6 days because review codes for this went out super late.
Yeah.
Like last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were only going out on PC. They didn't even send out console codes. And why do you think that is?
Because it's probably even more broke on consoles.
Fucking broken.
Especially with all the stuff happening with like Call of Duty bricking consoles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
I think
not downloading the correct copies, not having assets where they're supposed to be. I think so. This is a separate topic, and we can get into that in a second. I think that this multi-generational porting thing is going to hurt games more than it's going to help games.
And we saw that with the 360 to the One and stuff too.
Yeah.
Because we saw games coming out on both those consoles for a little while, and those games either on the new console or
one
the old
generation
console
or the other,
was
it was
suffering.
Broken as hell.
Something was bottlenecked by someone else's hardware. Someone else in the comments says, does it give Bethesda level bugs or just normal ones? And he says Bethesda level. Ooh.
That's bad.
Now,
CD Projekt Red's not normally known for that.
Let me see if I can find the.
No, I mean that's not to say I haven't seen bugs in The Witcher.
Right. Yeah, I'm not saying it's
like Roach is not at all properly programmed in The Witcher. Falling 3 feet to your death is a very common thing to do in The Witcher.
Or even just like, and that's another thing about The Witcher. The Witcher, as good as the game it is, no one loves it because of like the combat.
No, they like it because there's so much content and there's so much, like it's well-written story stuff.
Right.
Which is why I'm into it. Like I don't care that the combat's not the greatest.
This next thread I'm going to read.
Let's hear it.
Is from Skill Up YouTube. They've got 80,000 followers, but they get all these pre-release things.
Yeah.
They say, I have finished Cyberpunk, but I will not have a review up today as I could not comply with CD Projekt Red's embargo requirement that prohibited us from using our own recorded gameplay in the review. Instead, we were told to use B-roll, which is basically trailer footage. And then he continues and says, reviews should not be vehicles for rolling out more marketing material, so I'll put my review up when I'm able to show you the reality of the game with my own footage. I'm also disappointed no console review code was provided to any outlet. Console games are often reviewed without their day one patches or day zero patches, so Cyberpunk would not have been special in this regard. It's really lame that no reviewer can tell you how the game runs on console on the review embargo. I absolutely love this game and think CD Projekt Red did extraordinary work. It is clearly unfinished at this point, and no review relying on trailer footage can properly convey that.
Oh man, this is so bad.
Right, but here's the thing: it's got a 91 on Metacritic right now.
Yeah, people are loving the game. It's just broken in so many different ways. So the game's getting stellar reviews, but the consensus is the game is broken as fuck. Yeah.
What are we seeing at play here? Is it that we've waited for this game so long that people are just like so hyped up they have to love it?
They're
and they
so
can't see past
awestruck by it
that it's
finally real and out and it's tangible. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they're just like, look, we want this. We have to like this because we want this.
Chat, stop talking shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, Chat's calling Gage out on his poor movie knowledge. Stay tuned.
They gave me some bullshit movies the other night.
Stay tuned? I knew that movie.
Who knows? Stay tuned. It sounds like a ripoff of Roger Rabbit.
It basically is.
Oh.
I mean, it's not Roger Rabbit per se, but it's...
There was another Roger Rabbit like movie that came out.
Yeah,
in
Cool
like
World.
Cool World. That was it. Anyway, back to
Brad
Cyberpunk
Pitt.
before we get... Yeah, I remember that one being scandalous, though.
It was very scandalous.
So with Cyberpunk, I'm still excited to get into it. I've got my copy installed, ready to go.
So I'm kind of glad, like, I'm waiting on this now because I'm like, if I don't get it till Christmas, that's plenty of time to get a patch out, like a decent patch out.
You think it's plenty of time?
Well, they have the day one patch, which will fix bugs. Right. Not all of them.
Yeah, people aren't convinced they're going to fix everything.
No.
Apparently, it's fucked up.
But 2.5 more weeks to crank out another patch. I mean, they're going to patch this thing at least twice
it's going to be
before
patched
Christmas.
the whole next year.
Yeah, well, I'm saying it's going to be patched at least twice before Christmas. Day one patch and then post patch.
Sure.
So, I guarantee the day one patch is already uploaded to the servers and is installed on your console.
Could be. Yeah, I think it's like a 40 gig upload, though.
Yeah, it's big. It's big.
But does this kind of give other companies seeing this massive a game come out and give them an out? Like, okay, well, maybe we really don't need to finish
Cyberpunk
games.
fucked their launch up, so we can fuck our launch up.
Yeah. Well, but then you have to look
if
at
it's Bethesda, they'll just do it anyway.
That's Bethesda. I mean,
it's what they're known for at this point.
right. But CG Projekt Red was like, yeah, we spent 8 years on this thing. It came out. You guys love it. Who cares about the bugs? And then us as consumers are like, well, yeah, we spent $60 on your thing.
I want a game that works.
I don't want like fucking Keanu Reeves' mouth to fall off every fucking time I talk to him.
Or people to not have skin at all.
Yeah, I want that game to work.
Which is a thing in Assassin's Creed.
It
It was a widely popular thing in Assassin's Creed. Do I don't mind it if they're like funny bugs, like the Miles Morales Spider-Man where you turn into random objects.
Sure.
That's funny. You stop your game, reload it, it goes back to normal.
Yeah.
Right? But if it's something that's like going to stay there every time I save the game and come back, I don't want that.
Well, sure.
Like that to me is a game.
You don't want a game that you can't play.
If it's good enough for Bethesda, it's good enough for me, Chat says.
I can't trust anything Bethesda says.
He also plays Fallout 76. So
For fun?
he seems to enjoy it. I don't understand how.
I guess some
I
people
love you, Joe.
also like circus peanuts, so whatever.
I do love if my character range falls off. Oh man.
So I'm interested to see it, but I'm worried that I might just be like turned off by the bugs at the game.
I mean, the reviewer even said they were more pertinent at the end of the game.
Yeah, that like the
Like
game
his
was basically
game started falling
collapsing.
apart at the end of the game. So, knowing how you and I play games, we might not see most of the bugs because by the time we get to the end of the game,
I know how you play games. I fucking fly through games.
not always.
Not always.
Have you beat The Witcher 3 yet?
It's got
A
a
game
horse.
that's been out since 2015.
I have to ride a horse everywhere, Nine.
You don't have to.
You're right. Did you see me playing Last of Us the other night? And I was not on the horse.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck is he walking around Boston in the goddamn thing?
Horses suck.
Yeah, Jesus. Fucking prick. That game is just trash anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Are you excited for Cyberpunk 2077?
I'm still excited for Cyberpunk, yeah. I'm kind of hoping that a lot of it gets fixed. I won't be shocked if a lot of it
they're not just
doesn't
gonna
get fixed.
let it sit.
Chat's saying he's about 100. Both is saying he's 100 hours into Valhalla, Assassin's Creed, and maybe halfway through the story.
I have not touched that game since
That's
launch.
a lot.
I've totally forgotten about it.
He's really enjoying it. I know that much.
I'll get back into it, but
I'm sure you will.
in like 8 months.
So this is going to be your version of Final Fantasy VII.
Now, yeah. I might get back into it sooner now because I've seen posts recently like, and I guess maybe people are just finding this out. There's like, there's a mission in Assassin's Creed Valhalla where you basically are invited to fuck your friend's wife or something. Like that's a mission in the game.
Vikings do weird shit, man.
Huh.
Vikings do weird shit.
Yeah, and Balta says his excitement for Cyberpunk died a while ago. Too many other games, and that is true.
I can understand that. There's a lot coming out. There's a lot
so
out
many
right
games.
now.
And that's why I went ahead and platinumed Last of Us Part 2 over the weekend, because I was like, I know it's something I want to do, and I'm close anyway.
Right.
So like,
Just get it. I'm
yeah,
right there.
These last like 10 days or whatever it's going to be have been me cleaning up other games. Just like clear the slate for Cyberpunk.
Right.
And that's going to be like hopefully my end of the year game, unless it's really bad or something.
It might be.
Hopefully it's not. I've been excited and I want to be excited. I want to get into it. And I want to enjoy a new big narrative that's not like a sequel or something to something I've already played.
Gotcha.
You know?
Gotcha.
And I beat Bugsnax, so time to move on.
That's what I was going to stream tonight until you said you were bringing Animal Crossing.
Streamlabs, what the fuck is that?
It's just the notification.
Oh.
It's got an extra character in there apparently.
Voltes, have you? Yeah, Bugsnax is dark as fuck. I'm telling you.
I've heard Bugsnax gets real dark at the end of the game. Like real dark.
Anything else anyone wants to say on Cyberpunk before we move on?
Yeah. Last comments for Cyberpunk, and then we're rolling this train into 2020. Were we right predictions? Which, by the sounds of it, we were not. We were not. Gage.
Are you going to play male or female in Cyberpunk?
Female.
There's a lot of sex in Cyberpunk.
I don't care.
I don't want to see like a POV of me getting fucked.
You can have sex with girls.
I guess that's true.
You don't have to have sex with
Yes,
dudes.
I mean, I'm not afraid of it to happen.
And you know what? I bet.
Go ahead.
I almost guarantee this, unless it's been confirmed yet. I bet. God damn it.
Oh, there wasn't plugged in. Hey, thanks for the gifted sub.
Thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for the resub too, right?
No,
it's gifting. Okay.
He gifted. Yeah.
Gifted. Okay.
Balta says, I need to see the whole dude attached to the car. I mean, if it's Cyberpunk, why don't you... Maybe he gets to take it with you. Maybe he gets to
It's like Gold Member. He can just detach it and keep it in a briefcase next to him. I would bet that...
Thanks for the gifted subs, by the way, Cody. Thank you.
I would bet that in Cyberpunk, because they talked so much about customizing your genitals, that you can be a woman with a penis. I will not be surprised if that is an option.
Probably.
Unless somebody's already found out that you can't do that, it might be under an embargo that you can be that way.
Baltez, we're staying a little dark on the... you don't choose male or female? Oh, I thought... Yeah, no, I thought you do, because based on that one selection screen. I don't know. We're not jumping too much into this.
I think it's customized. I think you're just customizing your genitals to however you want to play.
Oh. Choose body type then equipment. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So you can be a big buff dude with a.
Okay.
You know.
I get bored.
I get bored. Get wrecked.
Cody, thanks for all the gifted subs.
Yeah, appreciate that.
5. Appreciate that. Very thankful. Merry Christmas. Happy Veterans Day. That's a joke between me. It's actually not a great joke. 9. Last year,
2019.
February 12th to be exact, we published a video or a podcast that was our 2020 predictions.
In 2019?
In 2020. So we had gone past January.
10 months ago.
Yes. And then I looked it up. 5 weeks later, our first coronavirus podcast went up. So things were drastically different from what we said they were going to be anyway. But we had a prediction episode.
Yeah.
How well do you think you did based on this past year?
Me or us?
You and then us.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I did very well.
I think I did well. It's like the teacher's like, do you want your test back? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't need to see that answer sheet.
I think we both know how
I know I got less than half of those things right.
I think we both know how that went.
And then us as a group?
Yeah.
I think we did okay.
Okay.
You? I don't want to see that answer sheet either.
You think we as a group did okay, but you think both of us did bad?
Because we agreed on some things, and then we disagreed on other things.
So I went through and wrote down our predictions, and then I also threw in like little things like...
And you know what's funny is I don't even fucking remember this. It was 10 months ago.
I don't remember the predictions either, and I had to go back. I listened to the whole episode today during my break. And then I also put in little tidbits of like, oh, if I said this, 9 reacted this way and said this was going to happen. You know what I mean? Okay,
yeah.
And then I also highlighted what was right and what was wrong. Not a test. Don't worry, chat. The 2020 predictions that we said,
right.
and we'll see if these came true. And some of these, there's still some time left.
There's still some time left,
There's
y'all.
still a award show this week that maybe some of these things could happen at.
All right. Oh, we're talking like...
The Game Awards. The Game Awards.
Yeah, but we're talking like trailers and announcement type stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I started the show off and I said that Rockstar will show off a remaster of Vice City. And I said it would be revealed at a Sony event.
Well, there's no Sony
Well, all the
event
Sony
this year.
events are canceled.
So that's not happening.
So that's not happening.
But there's still time
There's still time for
to get a San Andreas, or what'd you say?
I said Vice City.
Vice City. A Vice City remaster announcements because it's flying. That rumor's flying around hot and heavy right now.
Yeah. So there's still time. That's why I didn't highlight this one red.
If you're listening to this on Thursday, it might happen tonight.
Oh, shit. Oh, we're going to get fucked so hard. We
Oh,
should have just
God.
waited.
Yeah.
And then as a two-parter, I said that Rockstar will have a one more thing announcement, which will be GTA 6. But
No.
since there's no events, couldn't happen.
I definitely don't think that's ever going to
Yeah, I don't think a GTA 6 is going to be announced at the Game Awards, so I think that one's shot for rest of this year. I do think a GTA 6 is going to get
I don't
announced.
think that game's going to come out.
Grand Theft Auto 6?
They're printing money with GTA 5. Why the fuck would they? They've made that game across 3 generations now.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to be like, okay, I guess we'll just not make any more.
They keep updating
100%
GTA.
going to make more.
They keep updating GTA Online, which is their bread and butter right now. And Red Dead Online. Like, they just keep adding content to both of those.
Red Dead's not as successful as they wanted it to be.
No, but there's still 100,000 people playing it every
Yeah,
day.
there's a lot of people playing it. And a lot of people are playing Grand Theft Auto. But there's
People
no reason
still
for them
play
not
Grand
to
Theft
make
Auto.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
They're printing money with Grand Theft Auto 5.
If I'm Take Two, and I'm like, wow, you made $1 trillion with Grand Theft Auto 5. Why don't you make another one of those? And really, who cares about the fucking single player? Make that shit. I don't care. It better have an online mode.
At launch.
Right. Maybe. Working at launch. Balta says he doesn't see GTA 6 being announced for a bit. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe what we know is GTA 6 might be just a second online expansion or
Yeah,
something.
GTA Online 2.
Yeah.
New city, new rules.
So that was my
Battle Royale.
first prediction. Your first prediction was Sony acquires Housemarque,
Yeah.
and they did not.
No.
And they still have time.
They still have time.
Technically, there's still time.
I mean,
Housemarque is making that one game that you're the Returnal.
the Returnal. Yeah, that's the twin stick kind of loop
Bullshit.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
A game I won't play.
Couldn't think of another word to go after loop. So, I think it looks cool. I won't be shocked if Sony acquires.
I mean, it's an
Housemarque
exclusive
still.
game, right?
Yeah.
It's PS5.
All
Exclusive?
Housemarque games are exclusive to PS5.
Right. But they're just not acquired.
They're just not acquired by them.
And you're just like, fucking give them the money.
Just give it to them.
I need the points here, dog.
Right? Help me out, Sony.
And your second, I'll read your second one since I'll tie it up here.
Yeah, because we went back and forth, right?
Well, I said 2, and then you said 1, and I gave you a second one because
Said 2 already.
you got the first correct prediction.
Oh, I did.
You got the first green slash here.
Oh, good.
And you said Blue Point is making Demon Souls.
I got it. I knew it. I got it.
And
But
remember,
I
you said that
also
back
was
in
like,
February.
but I also was like very like on the fence about it too. I
Mm-hmm.
do remember that because I was like, I won't be shocked if it's not, but I really want it to be Demon Souls.
Baltez, sorry, you have to work during the Game Awards. We'll be streaming it. 9 has to work a little bit.
We're gonna stream it. He's starting it right at 6:30.
I'm going live a little bit before the pre-show, so yeah.
So you're gonna
Whatever
start
it is.
a little bit before 6:30.
Yeah.
Because it starts at 6:30. Pre-show starts at 6:30. Show starts at 7.
Mm.
I won't be on until like 8,
Hell yeah.
which
I mean,
is
it
like
sucks.
halfway through the fucking show.
Yes.
Because it runs for 3 hours, so it's a little less than halfway through the show.
Anyway,
Keep me updated on announcements and
Absolutely.
shit while I'm out there.
you said Blue Point's making Demon Souls,
Yep.
which was right. Remember, you said that back in February. And
Yep.
in the show, you were saying, there's been a lot of teases and a lot of shit talking on Twitter. It could be Demon Souls. I want it to be Demon Souls.
But I won't. But at the same
You were
time,
prepared to be wrong.
I was prepared to be wrong.
And then I said, adding to that, I said, and this is correct, that Blue Point's game will be a PS5 launch title.
Yep.
And it was.
So we're both right.
Hell yeah, we got the Blue Point. We have the Blue Point inside line. But then,
Stick with us for all your Blue Point news.
jumping off that, I also said Blue Point is working on Metal Gear. And that
No,
was wrong.
the Metal Gear rumor is now a movie.
Well, that's not a rumor anymore. That's
I
just
know,
real.
but that's. I mean, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
With
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Thank you. I couldn't think of his name as Solid Snake.
Super excited for that.
No David Hayter in the movie. Sorry, guys.
Maybe suits. Might wear suits.
I got a suit. I actually have a suit.
Your next prediction was correct.
Oh, 2.
You said there would be 2 PS5 SKUs.
Oh, yeah.
And there were.
Yep.
But to double down, you also said the second SKU would launch with the VR.
Yeah,
the new VR.
Right. I do remember that now.
And that was wrong.
Yeah.
And that
So I was half right on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I gave you a point for the two PS5 SKUs. And we said this back and forth, just said like, these weren't like official predictions, but these are things we said.
Yeah.
I said, or sorry, you said this first. You said that you think the unrevealed Xbox, which is now the Series S, would be the beefier console.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
And I said it would be the smaller console.
It is the smaller
It is
console.
the smaller
so
console.
Point to gauge.
Boop. Put it in the bucket, everybody. The next prediction. I don't want to get through these too fast. We're going to have to play a lot of Animal Crossing tonight. The next
Are
prediction.
you going to complain about that?
Hell no.
Then shut up and get through it.
My next prediction was the Sonic movie will be good.
The Sonic movie was good.
It's subjective, but
It was, I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. It's not a great movie,
it's not a great movie.
but it's for a Sonic movie, I could watch it. And I've
thought it was
watched it
totally
3
okay.
times already this year.
Wow, you've watched it 3 times.
Yeah, my kid loves it.
Oh, well that
He loves it.
good enough for me.
And they set it up for a sequel, and Jim Carrey is excellent as Robotnik.
Mm-hmm.
And fun fact, most of his stuff is ad-libbed like usual.
Oh shit! I mean, Jim Carrey walks on a set. He's gonna be like, "I'm
doing
Carrey.
my
I'm gonna
thing,
do what I want."
y'all."
Yeah.
The dance that he does in the back of the truck,
Yeah.
completely his own choreograph.
He's probably started dancing, and someone was like, "Holy fuck, Jim's dancing!" Turn that fucking
Basically,
camera on.
that's basically pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
Like he was supposed to just do this like weird robot type dance, because we watched the behind the scenes stuff the other day, and they're like, nobody could have done this any better than Jim Carrey and his weird body movements that he can do. Mm-hmm. But he started doing his own thing after he started dancing and just kind of went with it, and we all loved it. So we just said, fuck it, we're done.
Yeah, Cody, we're talking about the Sonic movie.
Sonic.
Yeah, check it out.
It's good.
It's fun.
It's really fun.
I
don't expect great things.
Just for it to be argumentative, I checked the Metacritic score on it, or the Open Critic score. It's only like 47.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting like 80s and 90s out of it.
Right.
It's a kids movie for one.
Well, no, yeah.
And for 2, it's James Marsden and another animal talking.
Dumbass face, dude. Fucking look at him.
Every movie he's done in the past like 10 years has been a weird animal animated movie.
We did Hop, and then this one.
And this.
Was there another one?
I thought there was something else.
Was he in Peter Rabbit?
No, that was the guy that plays in Force Awakens, the general that's in charge of Starbase Killer.
Oh, Hux,
yeah,
whatever his name is.
Hux, that guy. That he was in Peter
The Harry
Rabbit.
Potter kid?
Yes. Yeah.
I haven't seen the Monster Hunter stuff, honestly. I've seen a lot of controversy about
I
it.
saw the trailer about that, and I was like, nah, that's not for me.
You can get a Mila Djokovic outfit in Iceborne.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't. Joe plays a lot of Monster Hunter.
Really?
Yeah,
I
he was playing it the other night.
Couldn't get into it.
It's a grindy game. I'd get into it if I had people to play with, but I don't have people to play with. Oh, dude, Joe, the freaking trailer for that movie is a train wreck. I'm like, they made this? Like, seriously?
Well, hey, yeah, Rotten Tomatoes gets Sonic 91 on its audience score. Yeah, I'm not playing Monster Hunter. I'm sorry. Your next was also about movies, but also games. You said that there would be a bad game from a movie and a bad movie from a game.
Yeah.
So you said that there would be a bad Ghostbusters movie or bad Ghostbusters game based on the
Based
movie.
off of a movie.
And the game would feature Paul Rudd. But you also mentioned the game could come at a later time. So the movie got delayed to next year. So we don't know about this one.
Right. But it does have Paul Rudd.
The movie has Paul Rudd.
But we
knew
Rudd.
at that point.
Yeah,
the
I
movie
think
had
we
Paul
knew
Rudd.
at that point.
You think he's going to lend his voice for the game.
Yes.
And then you said that there would be a bad game from a movie, which would be Uncharted. There would be a game based on the Uncharted movie. Which
And
would be bad.
they're actually backwards. The Uncharted movie is coming out, which I had bet we see the trailer for it at the Game Awards show.
Well, Tom Holland's going to be presented.
Tom Holland's presented, and they have him decked out in his Nathan Drake outfit. So if there's no trailer coming on Thursday, I'm going to be real upset.
Yeah. So those predictions we can push to next year or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. And then I said, Sony will release a PlayStation Classics game.
I agree, Joe.
That will be stacked with Little Big Planet, God of War 2, Sly Cooper, and a Twisted Metal game. And the games are remastered. This didn't happen.
It kind of happened with the collection, but they didn't get remastered. They just got thrown into a group for PlayStation Plus subscribers on PS5.
Yeah, but I don't think we can count that one.
Yeah.
Unless we want to count Astrobot. Was Sly Cooper a Easter egg in Astrobot?
I don't know.
I don't think he was.
I don't think he was.
I think people don't like Sly Cooper anymore.
Well, I know. Side topic here.
Go ahead.
I know Warner Brothers is releasing all their movies day one on HBO Max next year.
I'm so excited.
So I'm like, I got HBO.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, it starts on Christmas with Wonder Woman.
Does it start on Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, yeah. I know what I'm doing
Christmas Day. Wonder Woman's coming out, 4K HDR. Ooh,
I'm gonna be down here watching some Wonder Woman.
hell yeah! And I heard it's good.
I've heard it's real good.
I saw some reviews. Some friends of mine have seen it already.
I've heard
it's
some
good.
things.
But also, did you see what Christopher Nolan said about it?
No.
He hates this idea.
I know a lot. To what Joe is saying, a lot of places are really upset about this, and they're starting to sue Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Because one of the things was Warner Brothers said,
Dune is not going to do well anyway, so Legendary just might as well bury that movie.
Warner Brothers said that, or it came out that Warner Brothers didn't talk to anybody about it. They just decided
to do it. Yeah.
And then Christopher Nolan said something like, "I can't believe we're putting our best movies on the worst streaming platform." And Warner Brothers was like, "Come on, dog! We gave you everything, man." I mean, I'm sure they haven't said that, but I'm sure they're thinking that.
Seriously though, HBO Max, they could have picked a better service. HBO is a bad service.
I just hope they get a Roku deal done, because I have to currently watch it through my Xbox or through
or my PlayStation. Well, you can do it. You can do it through. You can watch all that stuff on Comcast.
Man, I don't have a.
You don't have a box in your room. Oh, gotcha.
Next thing, I said that Kojima would announce and sign on to make a movie in some kind of role, whether it's director, producer, writer, something.
Right. This is your prediction.
This is
right?
my prediction.
This is your prediction.
Nothing public.
No.
So I assume that's not happening. Nothing public. But who knows? And then you said.
But
go ahead.
I guess Kojima's not involved with the Metal Gear movie then, because that's technically owned by Konami.
Do you think Konami would be like, "Hey Kojima, do you want to come work on the Metal Gear movie?"
Do you want to write this movie?
That dude, I would. If he says anything other than "fuck you," I would be surprised.
I'll burn this place to the ground.
Yeah, I would like Kojima to show up and just fucking tank the movie and be like, "Oscar, you need to quit this job. We'll hire anybody else."
Just walks by the set all the time. David Hayter was a better Solid Snake.
Yeah, you guys fucked me out of this. What the fuck's Metal Gear Survive?
I'm gonna call David Hayter.
Someone better apologize for this shit right now. Your next prediction, also a movie. We did a lot of movies.
Apparently.
You said that there would be a Twisted Metal movie.
Yeah.
I don't know where this came from or why you thought there would be a Twisted Metal movie that would just show up.
It could still happen.
There's still days left in
There's
December.
still days left in 2020, y'all.
We have, 24 days.
And somebody posted a really convincing picture of The Rock as Axel.
Here we go. Okay, I'm not buying any of this shit. I don't. Boss Logic, get out of here. Stop making your dumb posters.
I like the name drop. That's good.
Well, because
that's the whole thing. That's what got us started on this in the first place. Was the Boss Logic posters.
Every fucking day, I have people on my Facebook sharing fake fan-made trailers and Boss Logic posters posted by like dumb clickbaity Facebook pages. They're like, I can't believe they're making a 12th Harry Potter movie. And I'm like, fucking look at the trailer. It's scenes pulled from other movies.
All right, I do have something on this topic that we need to discuss when we get through this list.
You don't want to do it now?
No, we'll do it at the end because it's so insane. We have to pull the trailer up and watch it.
Okay.
I cannot believe that this thing is actually happening. It is coming this Sunday.
Okay. My next one was Battletoads will be a Series X launch title. It was not.
It's not a launch title.
It came out August 20th.
Yeah.
And the new console came out on November.
I'd give you a half
10th.
point for being half right.
Here's my half point. I said the Battletoads will suck. Reviews
bad.
are subjective.
It's bad.
Here's the thing, though. I looked up the Metacritic score. It's got an 87.
That's because people are stupid.
It's got an 87.
Rotten Tomatoes gave Sonic a 91.
Well, yeah, that was the audience score.
Again, subjective.
Here was your next one that fucking blew my mind that you thought this would ever happen. You said EA would shut down Respawn.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They shut everybody else down.
Not everybody.
No, they shut studios
Motive's still
down.
Working. I know they do have a precedent for shutting studios down.
They shut good studios down.
Right. But when we did this podcast, I was even sitting here going like, Jedi Fallen Order just sold 8 million copies. and fucking Apex Legends is as best as it's ever been. And you're like, yeah, they're gonna shut it down.
Shut it down.
They're gonna shut
There's
down.
still
Respawn.
time.
Like, what are you fucking
still
talking
time.
about?
There's still
You're
time.
a crazy person if you think Respawn's getting shut down.
There's still time.
They're the thing that makes EA money right now.
That's the only thing that makes EA money.
Other than like
Because
Sims
the sports
Pets or
division
something.
is not doing well right now.
No, those games are garbage right now. Fucking terrible.
I love my dumb ass.
Yeah.
This might be the best podcast ever.
It's just because I get to talk about how stupid we were. Let's see, how many? I've gotten two right so far. You've gotten two right so far.
So we're tied.
Officially,
you
you've
got to have
gotten
a
two
point.
wrong so far. I've got one wrong so far, and I got half a point for the Sonic thing. Oh, sorry, two wrong, and then 2 half points for Battletoads. So 3-2, you're 2-2. We both get one right here, though. I said that of the Smash characters announced this year, still time to fuck me on this one. Of the Smash characters announced this year,
Yeah.
none of them would be Fire Emblem characters.
Oh, that was wrong.
No, it's not. It's right so far.
Oh, it's right so far?
Yeah, the new the new
I
pass.
thought they just announced.
They announced the Arms Girl, and then
It's the Arms Girl. That's
they
right.
announced Steve from Minecraft.
Yeah, and they had to change his character's windscreen.
He fucking hung beef.
He hung mad beef on that
He
victory
fucking
screen.
beefed out, dog. You can't leave that up in a kid's game.
No.
Like, here's the fucking.
I can't believe that made it through QA into the actual game.
It's one of those things where, like, if you're making the game, you're like, it's harmless. He's holding whatever.
He's
Fine.
holding beef.
Yeah. It's fucking Minecraft. You hold the steak, yum, delicious.
Yum, yum.
But
Well, if he held it up like this, like a victory steak, it would have been one thing. But he doesn't. He stands there in his stupid, like, straight pose,
Yeah.
hanging beef right in front of the victory
Hanging
screen,
beef.
right next to the victory logo.
But all it takes is like the perverted internet to go, he's kind of holding that steak where his dick goes. This is perverted. And then Nintendo's like, fine.
You guys ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, I guess we'll change it. We
Fucking
try to
internet.
have like a cool little bit of flair at the end. And fucking,
Stupid internet.
you guys had to make fucking drawings.
Dick jokes out of it.
But you get a point here because you said there's a 60 to 70% chance that Steve from Minecraft will be in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And it happened.
I don't
So-
remember predicting that at
No,
all.
because I asked you, I was like, do you think these characters will be in? And I said, Doom Guy, you said probably not. And I said, Dark Souls, you said no way. And I said,
No way.
Minecraft Steve, and you were like, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I
could see
you
Steve.
got it.
Yeah.
I get this one wrong, though. I say that Sora will be the first fighter announced for the Smash Pass.
That did
That
not
is wrong.
happen.
That has not happened. That
not
hasn't.
happen.
That did not happen. It was Min Min from ARMS.
Stupid name.
And here's one you get wrong. There would be a new Twisted Metal game announced for PS5, and it's a launch title.
Well,
Where'd
I
you get
still
these
got
Twisted
I still
Metal?
got time that there could be a Twisted Metal announcement.
But it's not a launch title.
It's not a launch time, so I can get a half point.
Fine, you get a half point.
If they announce it on Thursday, I get a half point.
If you get it tomorrow, if they announce it tomorrow, you get a half point. Doesn't they can announce it at any time before
They
the
can
end of
announce
the
it
year.
any time. I have hope.
You have
Everybody wants another Twisted Metal game. You want another Twisted Metal game.
I want another Twisted Metal game. I don't know that everybody wants another Twisted Metal.
No, there's a lot of people out there that want the. What's up, Void?
How's it going, Void? I don't know that everyone wants another Twisted Metal game. I know, I definitely do. I'll fucking scream it from the mountaintops. Find that biggest hill. I'll walk to it and go, give me Twisted Metal. You know? I'll fucking talk
Put you on
about
the
it.
roof.
I'll scream.
My neighbors won't like it.
They're like, shut the fuck up. No one wants
Why are
Twisted
you
Metal.
screaming about video games?
They ruined it.
Nice, Void.
Hell yeah. How was that? How was your stream with Fuser? Here's the next one for me. I haven't marked this one wrong yet. Still time.
See? Oh man,
Nintendo 64 games will be added to Nintendo Switch Online.
I would love this.
I would
This is
love this
something we
too.
were both like really big into.
The thing was, look, Cody wants a Twisted Metal game. The thing
See,
was,
everybody wants to twist metal.
our talking point was, we'd love this. How would they go about it with the controller? You know what I mean?
Some kind of bum fuckery to get it to work.
Yeah, they would have to go in there and read. I guess, well, it has this, you have a stick, but you couldn't use the other
I mean,
stick.
they made Ocarina of Time work on the DS. I think they can make it work on a
Right.
fucking Wii
To be fair,
or Switch.
that took a lot of work, and these games would just be like, yes, we emulated it because we're fucking Nintendo.
Yeah. I mean, I could play 64 games with an Xbox controller on my PC.
Yes, but you don't. I'm just, I don't care.
I do.
I don't know that Nintendo does either. Who cares? Nintendo emulates their own fucking games.
Yeah. On
So
multiple different platforms.
fucking, I bought one of their emulated games this year, and I barely fucking played it. That Mario game's an emulation. It's just a ROM. So yeah, they could do it. Why
Yeah.
don't they? Why don't they fucking do it now?
I don't know, man.
Why don't they put the 64 games on Nintendo
Maybe
Switch
because they
Online?
know the 64 controller is just some kind of bumfuckery.
Would that bring you back to Nintendo Online?
Probably.
Depending on
Right
the
now, I
games they put on
don't
there?
play anything on it.
Like if they come out and they're like, hey, Ocarina of Time's on Nintendo Online.
I'd play the living fuck out of it.
Okay.
I would play that game end to end, multiple times, and then play GoldenEye.
Here's the thing. I'd be right there with you.
But you hate the 64.
I do hate the 64. The problem I have, I don't think it's going to. The 64 is kind of led by a few games, right?
Yeah.
Mario 64, Ocarina of
GoldenEye,
Time.
and Mario 64.
You
The
could
only games you could ever need to play that console.
I would throw Majora's Mask in there too. People love that game. Unequivocally,
I
people
can't
love that
talk
game.
to you anymore.
I know. The thing is,
The game's trash.
I think those Zelda games support some other caveat to make money later.
Yeah.
So they're not going to put it on that for free. So what's the driving point of the 64 games on?
There's not.
Right.
There's nothing. There's no selling. I mean,
If you don't have those heavy hitters, Rare, you might not even get GoldenEye because Rare's not even.
no. Nintendo owns that license.
Do they own that IP?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they own that. They own that IP.
Okay.
Just like they own Donkey Kong.
Sure, yeah.
They owned those IPs.
Yeah. But what if they're like, yeah, we're putting the 64 games on there. Today we're starting with our only one, Donkey Kong 64. Like, fuck you. Take it back.
I'd be like, you know what?
Get
I
rid
don't
of
want
it.
this anymore.
You can take away some of the games I own now.
I'll
if
sell
you
my
take this
Switch.
off. Yeah. I want to play that damn game.
Nobody wants to play Donkey Kong.
Void
64.
saying the N64 controller was aliens with 3 arms. Yes, I hated it. It was garbage.
It's bad. It's so bad.
Metroid Prime on Switch, you also want?
I'd be okay with that.
I'd be okay with it.
I just wanted to.
You probably have to pay for it.
I'm like dying over here.
You're bored by your own predictions because they're fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
they're bad. They're bad. I was
is a
stupid back
stinker.
then. I was stupid. I was dumb when I was 34.
We all learned through Corona.
Yeah, we did. I learned how to not die.
I got through college on Corona.
Some people can actually say that.
In 2 ways. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to. If Prime comes to Switch, you're probably gonna have to pay for it. That's what the same thing I think with Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. I think you have to pay for it. Next year is Zelda's 30th anniversary.
Yeah,
So if Mario gets that kind of collection,
I guarantee
Zelda's getting the same
Zelda's going to get some kind of treatment like that. Yeah,
back to the predictions.
yeah, because we're running out of time here.
You said a sequel to Mario Odyssey will be revealed.
Still time.
Still time.
Still time.
Don't think it's gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
I think it would have happened by now.
It probably would. It probably should have happened by now.
Zelda's. I feel pretty good about Zelda getting a collection. If Mario got one, Zelda's getting one.
Yeah,
It makes money. Plus, it's gonna be support for Breath of the Wild too.
yeah.
My next correct prediction: Marvel's Avengers will have a Metacritic score in the 60s, and it's 67.
What was the prediction again? Mario,
Marvel's Avengers will have a Metacritic score in the 60s.
yeah.
Nailed it.
right smack in the middle.
Your prediction: new Breath of the Wild 2 trailer some point this year.
We haven't got one yet, have
Do you
we?
feel like it's gonna happen at the Game Awards?
No, because next year's 30th anniversary. I bet they announce it and you get a release date.
It's gonna be a big Zelda year, I think.
It's going to be a big Zelda year.
Yeah.
They're going to kick it off with a, what do they call it? Treehouse event?
That's what they call them, but
But that's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, instead we got Age of Calamity.
right. Don't put Skyward Sword on Switch. Don't get that game on there.
Skyward Sword's like the game that starts it all.
That is not a good game.
Because it has motion controls.
It's not a good, and bomb bowling. And Void, you don't like Zelda games? Totally fine.
420 Treehouse.
I don't love them, but totally fine. Let's move on.
Move on.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Feel free to keep talking in the chat. We'll read it. And I said we will see Metroid 4 gameplay this year.
Yeah, nah, not gonna
Didn't
happen.
happen.
Not gonna happen.
I was holding on strong to that one, and I don't think that's going to happen this week.
Listen here, motherfucker. Skyward Sword's a good goddamn game once you get past the 10-hour tutorial.
They have you jumping out of a
And
fucking
if you have
cloud
regular
save forever.
controls.
Yeah, get it out of here. There's too many caveats for me to like it.
It's starting to sound like Final Fantasy 15 all over again.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, if you get past all the shit, it's good. You said Nintendo would announce a dock-only Switch, non-portable, and has a 6-game disc drive feature.
Yeah. I don't know where that fucking came from.
I did say that.
I did say that. I have no idea what I was smoking when I said that, though.
I was like, wait, you wanted to have like a disc changer for your cartridge? You're like, yeah, like a fucking tray. Like, what crack are you smoking, dog?
No, like I was thinking it just had 6 slots in the top of it.
Yeah,
and you
like
could
a
just,
fucking cookie sheet.
Yeah, basically.
You fucking ovened it. No, we didn't say it's Final
No,
Fantasy 16. actually.
we didn't get that.
That was in the viewers, and I railed off some rapid fire ones
Yeah.
that you took some part in. I'll say some of that here where you get to eat some crow. I said
Fuck you.
a sequel to Mario Odyssey would be revealed. Didn't happen. So we
both
both
said
got that wrong.
Yeah,
Yep.
both said that.
I said Nintendo will talk about Breath of the Wild 2 this year. Technically, they didn't, I guess.
They haven't made any new announcement about
Age
it.
of Calamity is as close as we got because it happens in that universe, right? So
Yeah.
they didn't make that one was already out by the time we made these predictions. So can't count that on Dock Switch. I said that Dying Light 2, because of its delay, will be a launch title for new consoles.
That didn't happen.
Wrong.
I'm not even sure they're still making that game.
I said Microsoft will announce a new Fable game this year. They did that, and then you said, or actually, you didn't say anything. Actually, sorry, you said 2 words, and you laughed a lot, and you said, "There's no chance." You're like, "There's no fucking way."
I remember that. Yeah.
You're like, "There's no way they're showing
No
off a
fucking
Fable
way.
game." Ha ha ha! And I was like, "Okay." I said, Naughty Dog will tease their next game this year.
Still time.
Still time.
Not gonna happen.
Probably not gonna happen.
Not gonna
I
happen.
don't know what's going on with the Game Awards. Probably not gonna happen. I said a new Sims game is gonna be announced because it's the 20th anniversary of Sims or whatever this year.
Jesus, 20 years of Sims?
See, when I said that on the last show, you said that exactly verbatim on the last show.
20 years of The Sims?
Yeah.
God, and they're only on Sims 4? That tells you how much garbage they just dump into those games. Sims 4, if you know how much it costs to buy every single Sims 4 expansion pack?
It's a lot of money.
It's like $1,900. It's
lot of
fucking retarded.
A lot of money. Balta says the Fable prediction is wild. Nailed it, though. Yeah, you thought there was no chance to? Fucking suck it. And Boyd
This
says
guy.
Game Awards, another gaming thing I don't care about. It's hard to care about the Game Awards. We watch them because they're fun. We make predictions about them.
Yeah,
and,
I literally only watch it for the launch title, for the announcements.
yeah,
Like, I don't care about who wins and whatnot. I mean, I care this year because I'm going to get a pizza out of it.
1,000% don't care about who wins what because they're just validation for people's opinions
Yeah.
at this point. And I don't care about the presenters or anything. Sims is keeping the
Game piracy alive? Yeah.
100%, yeah. Yeah, Sims is made by EA. What do you expect?
Yeah.
No shit. Good call. I said Starfield will have everyone buzzing after E3, but it's still far away.
E3 didn't even happen.
There's no E3, so we can cut that out right there. I
points.
said Tony Hawk games would get remastered this year.
Yeah, you
and
did.
that fucking
I remember
happened,
that.
dude. I was fucking pushing the Tony Hawk wagon up the hill. and
Because
it
you were
finally
so
happened.
mad about Skate 4 just being dead.
Those dicks.
And then they came out and said it anyway.
Those fucking cocksuckers at EA did that shit to me. And then the last thing I said, the Game of the Year nominees at the Game Awards would be The Last of Us Part 2,
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima,
Yeah.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
I said Cyberpunk.
I think it would have been on there had it made its original launch.
Had it made it, yeah.
It definitely would have been on there.
And then I said Mario Odyssey 2, based on prediction earlier.
Yeah.
3 out of 5, though.
3 out of 5. That's
Or
pretty damn
I guess
good.
3 out of 6, because they put 6 in that
They did
category
put
this
6
year.
in there. Yeah.
Ain't bad.
That's a 50% margin.
Ain't bad.
That's a winning point as far as I'm concerned.
That's a full half, boy.
It's a full halfie.
So that's all I got there.
So what was the final tally?
Oh, let me pull it back up.
Did you do a final score at the bottom?
No.
No.
Let's
Don't
see.
worry about it then.
Yeah, it's
Don't worry about
Whatever.
it. It ain't worth going back through it. All right. Anything else to add to this evening's
just looking real
podcast?
quick. I got like 6.5. You got 3. Those are just correct responses. Nothing else to add on those predictions. I don't know if you want to talk about anything last minute Game Awards stuff, or do you want to watch that trailer?
I got to pull this up.
Okay.
Because if the people haven't seen this yet, they have to see this yet. Let's get over to YouTube.
Because we are streaming the Game Awards this week on Thursday. Yeah, the Cool Patrol wins every time. We are streaming the Game Awards this Thursday, so we're going to be going over all the awards and stuff together on this channel. Be here for that and just have fun with us and just be party down and equipment. Oh, I know what you're
Have you
talking
seen
about.
this?
I haven't
Have
watched
you seen
it.
this?
I have
Oh my
not watched
God.
it.
I cannot believe that this is a real thing. All right, I'm going to get
So they
through
shot
that.
this whole movie?
It's a 15-minute spot on Sunday. I'm letting the ad play.
What the hell are you doing?
A Lifetime original mini movie.
Sorry,
You answered
podcast
my
with people.
proposal, and now you're not answering my call.
I think I'm falling for the new chef.
What did we say the Colonel's name was?
Harlan.
Harlan. Do they call him Harlan? Do they really?
He has a secret recipe that's going to change the world.
Arlen claims to have some secret
They
recipe.
fucking said it.
Spare me.
We all have our secrets. If you marry my daughter, I promise there'll be more long weekends in your future.
Ooh.
I have to tell you something.
We have a problem.
Is there chicken in this at all?
I'll take care Who the hell are you? Harlan Sanders, the new chef.
Stop saying
It's
Harlan.
Mario fucking Lopez, too.
I
Like,
know-
why?
yeah.
Induction premieres December 13th.
But why Harlan?
On Lifetime. Presented by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What is Kentucky Fried Chicken's point here? Like, what? I don't care.
Yeah, I don't
want that.
At this point, it's who wants to do the dumbest shit? Who can get the most clicks for social media stuff, right?
Yeah.
And producing a 15-minute
50
movie.
Shades of Grease. That's exactly right.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Why did I not called that?
Why is it not
Well, you
called
probably
that?
want to call it Grease because people are like, oh, you're.
Well, you would have called it 50 Layers of Grease, probably. That's a lot of grease. That's a lot of grease, man. But seriously, why is this a thing? Why? I mean, they did the dating sim earlier this year, too.
If KFC wants to have as much fun as they want, fuck it, I don't care.
I think they're just jealous of Wendy's fame because of its snarky attitude on Twitter.
Well, I think every fucking company should have somebody
Like
in social
Wendy's.
media. I think every brand that wants to have a social presence should not have this black and white corporate look on it. They
Yeah.
should have someone that acts like Wendy's or KFC now, or
Yeah.
the Arby's people or DiGiorno. I don't know if you've seen them. They do the same shit.
Yeah.
Because having that kind of notable stuff, that shareable thing on the social media, gets you so much more
people.
attention.
People.
Instead of having your Twitter serve a purpose of like, oh, if someone's got an issue, they tweet
got
at
a
me
new
and
product
like,
coming
oh,
out.
DM us and your location.
Oh, you
we'll
had a
take
bad
care of it.
experience? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Get funny on the internet. Hire people who are good at social media and good at shit posting.
Yeah.
And that's where the money is.
I mean, Wendy's is the best. Without a doubt. Wendy's social media platform is the best. I love it.
I think that person moved on. I don't think she works there anymore.
Oh. I'm sad now. Anyway, that's all we got for this episode. What are we going to say, Gage? We're say goodnight to the kids? I fucked that up.
Usually I do the intros.
right, you
Everyone
do the
in
outro.
chat, we're going to be moving over to a video game. We're playing Animal Crossing right now. Podcast people, if you're listening on your podcast service member, you can join us live, twitch.tv/birdcage_gaming, where you can hang out live with us, which these beautiful people in the chat have done. But for now, we're stopping this episode. We're switching over to games, so people in chat, hang out. We're going to be here to hang out with you.
Say goodnight to the kids, Gage.
Good night, kids.